What up, though, people? Welcome back to Wake Up Woodward. We appreciate you, chat family. As always, you guys are the most important part of the Woo Crew production. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hey, you know what? Let's satisfy. We're going to satisfy the like button, and then we're going to hear from 3 minutes and 13 seconds of Ron Holland, who deserves the spotlight. Absolutely deserves the spotlight. And he was the player that got sent to the press conference room last night, so it was dope to see him on the podium. But y'all gonna have to satisfy that like button. Treat it right, treat it nice. It was a long weekend, KG.
I can't hear the music, but listen, I'm not hunting for dick, but I am hunting for something else, man. So just go ahead and hit that like button, man. Go ahead and grease that finger up and go ahead slide it down that like button a few times, man. We appreciate y'all, man.
Oh man, caught me off guard with that one. Grease that finger up.
Hey, sometimes it get a little nasty.
3, 2, 1. Hey, what up, though, people? We're gonna hear from Ron Holland now. No.
Yeah. Hell of a transition.
Shout out to Ron Holland, man, and it's cool to see him get this shine, get the attention for what he did last night. Big win for this team. I don't care if it's the Pelicans. We were down effectively 3 players. And we were relying on some players who don't necessarily get the most consistent of minutes, but they stepped up and they got a win. As you called it, Flannel Sam, that is a character win. And it's because they've identified a lot of character players like one Ron Holland. Definitely.
Hey, more on Ron Holland right now.
He does right by his teammates. He does the right thing. As a rookie coming into this league, when you're trying to stamp yourself, right? How have you seen yourself grow about trying to just make winning plays, even if you don't get all the shine?
Yeah, just coming into the season as a rookie, my main focus was to let them know that I'm here I'm here to play hard every single night in practice, games. I just want them to know that I got their back as much as they got mine. And that can be tough sometimes, but I know, like I said, it's trust from the trades and down to the players, and it's just amazing. The culture around here is just amazing.
Took a beating out there today, but also got it going offensively as well, tying your season high. How good does it feel? How good is it walking off the floor, playing meaningful basketball here late in the season, and you being in the headlines?
It feels really good. Just being out there, going to be able to just go out there and hoop. That's one thing I just be doing. I'll be out there just playing for real, and just enjoying myself, having fun. I feel like, one thing about this, it's a long season. It's a lot of ups and downs, but just gonna have to continue to have fun and just continue to realize where I'm at and just enjoy every single second of the day. After this night, I definitely gonna go back, watch film, look at the things I could have done better, look at the things we could have done better defensively. Because like I said in previous interviews, we looking to push for the playoffs, and we're trying to build habits. So we got things to work on for sure.
Do you feel this game is a testament to everything that you have learned throughout the season? There's been times we talked about shooting, you making plays, defense, playmaking and stuff, and it seemed like everything just kind of came into one for this game.
I think a lot of things happened this game, showing a lot of my skill set and everything. But like I said, it was just a trust thing. I got a lot of minutes tonight, but I couldn't have done this without none of my teammates. Eventually, going into the game, we was just thinking we need to go out here and just play Pistons basketball from the jump. That wasn't the case tonight, but we was able to get over the little hump and be able to get the win.
Ron, it looks like the game is slowing down for you a little bit. Are you using that to maybe help develop some playoff habits and a playoff mindset?
Yes, sir, I am. I feel like, all the things that we've been working on and watching a lot of film, that's definitely helping me slow the game down, be able to see where I can attack and be able to make the right reads every single play. Because at the end of the day, I just want to go out there and win and just do right every single possession and go out there and show that I'm that winning player that everybody tells me to be.
You seem to kind of match the energy of the city with the grit and the willingness to kind of do whatever it takes to win. Mm-hmm. Are you aware of just how much love you get from the city?
I see a lot of it, but I know it's definitely more out there. It's been me since I was a kid, and I just got lucky that I ended up here and being able to come here and just be myself. And the amount of love that I get from the city is just amazing, seeing how much they embrace the grit and the amount of toughness that I bring to this team. It's amazing.
Okay.
Hey, I see you in the chat. Benjamin Four-Wise Pistons Alliance audio so bootleg. Hey, look, that's Kool-Aid's feed. They're trying to make sure that we bring as much of the audio that we can share and video that we can share on our platform. And as we move on and as you guys continue to hit that like button, send in the super chats, subscribe, and support the content, it allows us to even up the production value and what we're able to bring to you guys from not just articles and boots on the ground, but also the things that we're able to do from the press conference. I know the Pistons, FanDuel Sports, they carry the official. Yeah, that's pretty decent audio, but we're definitely trying to make sure, especially when Flannel gets in that room, hopefully when with Red Wings, we have that upgrade, and then we're able to bring even better production quality. But I'm grateful for the fact that Ron Holland continues with all of his answers, continues to push all the praise towards the success of his team and what he wants to do to be able to contribute to that. And I'm so glad that Hunter Patterson of The Athletic asked him that last question about the grit of the city and the love and the support that he's getting from the city as well. Just because that's something that I've asked him a couple times, including, he's living in the city. He's like, bro, this is where I want to be. I'm a Lions fan now. Sorry, Pops, and all of that. And he's like, I want to be able to make sure that people are cheering about the Pistons the way that I hear them cheering, because it was Tiger season at the time, about the Tigers, and the way I've heard them cheer for the Lions. You know what? Last night, 3 o'clock, I've been to those games. I've been to a lot of those games over the last 4 years. 3 o'clock game against a nothing burger team at, with really nothing going on. That arena used to be empty. That arena yesterday was packed. And there were still lines outside all the doors to get into the game, even 15 minutes into the game, even going into the second quarter.
You called it, too. You said that would be a good day for families to go down there and enjoy the Pistons.
They showed up, man, and they showed out, and it was loud the entire time. And you know who showed up? You know who made a glorious return? T-shirt Tom, boy.
Yeah.
Tom Gores was sidelined, and it was awesome to see him and his family and all them just kind of there, because he's grown as a team owner. He is cleaned up the mistakes, and you know what? When he was out there, he threw a couple shirts, and you could tell he didn't want to really take the moment. He just threw a couple of them and just sat back down.
It's nice when he throws the shirts on a winning product, right?
Oh, you know what? The crowd went crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It was almost like a suit, like Tom.
That's crazy.
You,
just crazy, 5 years ago, I would have never thought that possible. Tom Gores actually getting cheered for being the owner of the Pistons.
Think about catching the shirt from an owner of a winning Pistons team.
Yeah.
Hey, let's rock, man.
No, this Pistons team, and once again, Ron Holland, absolutely amazing. And the game that he had yesterday, I mean, where you want it from, bro? He gets to the basket. What you want it from, the three-point range? He takes screens, man. He play defense. He do everything that you want him to do. And listen, I know, Flannel, you catch a lot of slack for your reaction to the Ron Holland draft pick, rightfully so. It was a little crazy. But, at the time, let's just be real about it. A lot of us didn't necessarily want Ron Holland. We thought that Dalton Knecht would be a better fit. And, maybe he would have been. We don't know that. But mostly it was because we were scared that because Ron Holland couldn't shoot threes, how much could he really contribute to this team, especially at the time that Pistons team was in that desperately needed floor spacing. We didn't want to bring another guard in here that seemed like he was handicapped to a degree. But Ron Holland has just come in here and continuously proved us the hell wrong. He does everything else on the floor that you would want him to do. Like I said, he's gotten more touch driving to the basket now. He's not just full steam ahead, all speed, knocking the guy over. He's getting a little touch around there, being able to finish with the best of them. He can pass. You saw that on display last night. When he's driving and dishing, he looks really dangerous. And he is somebody that has the potential to be a better three-point shooter. Not saying he's going to be lights out, throughout his career, but if you can get him to that 30, percentile range, I think that's good enough because of the threat that he's able to pose when he's driving to the basket. Just gives defenses like a lot to worry about. And then when you add in the defensive aspects as well, and the potential that you have with two-way players like an Asar and like a Ron Holland, this team's future is really looking bright. Like you said, during the clip when we was talking, it's a very, very good problem to have if you're the Detroit Pistons, having guys like this in the locker room.
It is, and with Ron Holland, I do implore people to go back and look at the draft coverage, the breakdown. I did go through a top 10 big board. Ron Holland was number 9 on that big board, and a lot of the things that we see him doing right now are a lot of the things that we said would translate to the NBA. Why we were bullish about it was because of the fact that he was already playing NBA talent with the G League Ignite. I was definitely a Dalton Connect stan. I got to cover him live March Madness for the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8 that was here in Detroit. And he was a dog. And at the time, it was like, yes, we need a three-point shooter we could put next to Cade, a young one that would grow. But the Pistons, they knew that they were going to go out into the offseason and bring in 3 players that are high-volume three-point shooters. And Tim Hardaway, Malik Beasley, and Tobias Harris. And so it's like, you know what? They had the plan. And when they did select Ron Holland, that's why I'm going to continue to say go back even to the draft show. The reaction was the reaction, but we instantly went and broke down who he is as a basketball player. And these were the things we said expect from Ron Holland. And it's exactly that. His ability to handle high-usage play. His ability to handle, honestly, a lot of usage in the paint. And you talked about it. He's gotten better. What I think he's done better than even a Jaden Ivey quicker is how to play fast under control.
Yes.
And that to me is what I see Ron Holland
Here
doing
you go.
very,
This is
very
a Ron
well.
Holland segment.
And we talked about this, that one of the most important things, and we talked about this with three-point shooting and some of his other skill sets, is lifting weights. Lifting weights does wonders. And targeted NBA development and weight training does wonders. And that is what I believe is contributing. So that means that he's not just practicing. He's not just working on, the skill sets he wants to improve. He's not just with, Fred Vinson and Coach Burleson and working on threes and such. But he's also making sure in the weight room that he's doing what he needs to do to get, to become a better player, a more physical player. Look at some of those plays last night. He's burrowing through the lane, getting contact, and whether they're calling foul or not, he's still finishing at the rim. You think about Stanley Johnson, who had all the tools. Imagine if this Ron Holland had Stanley Johnson's physical build.
My God.
It would be insane. And Stanley Johnson could get to the rack, but just could not finish. He could get into the paint, but sometimes it's like there's a turnover or a bad pass. Ron Holland already as a teenager, as a rookie, has put together realistically everything we thought could translate, but he's showing it all right now. And that is a testament to the way that he works, the camp that he has around him. Again, shout out to Coach Jay as well, who I remember when he was drafted and we talked about this stuff because Coach Jay has supported us in the past. It was just ironic now that one of his players is here in Detroit too. And he said, look, he's ready. He just going to have to work, man, and get his weight up. He's done that. He's done that, man. Shout out to Ron Holland.
Yep. Stick
is in the building.
I don't know if this is a good time to hijack the show or not.
You know what?
But it is
Go
a
ahead.
good segue into what I want to discuss.
Do we take a break?
Yes.
Yeah, let's take a break.
We'll
Yeah,
take
we
a
can take
quick
a break.
What friends do you want us to say hello to? Is it
Buddy's Pizza. Yep.
Buddy's Pizza has been serving the original Detroit-style pizza since 1946.